Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. We're playing an aggressive Boros deck today, Boros Blitz, Boros Prowess. Basically, we're running a set of 1-mana creatures, including Clever Lumimancer, Dragon's Rage Channeler, and then the usual suspects, Monastery Swiftspear and Soul-Scar Mage. Included with that, we're running a bunch of cheap spells, some of which don't cost anything, some of which replace themselves, and we're just aiming to put down a threat on the first turn, maybe another one on the second turn, and win, hopefully, on turn 3. Then in the sideboard, we have one really interesting card here, Prismatic Ending, which we're going to try to use to get any early cards out of our way. We can potentially put it up to 3 with the one of Fiery Islet, but most likely we're going to be hitting 1s and 2s with Prismatic Ending. But it also gets us a sorcery into the graveyard, which is good for the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Also, Dragon Rage Channeler is the reason why we're playing Mishra's Bauble, that and the Lurrus. I wouldn't normally put Bauble and Clever Lumimancer in the same deck, but it makes sense here. No creatures. Gonna mulligan. We got a creature this time. It's land heavy, but we're gonna keep it. And we'll get rid of one of our fetch lands, I think. Should probably actually get rid of one of our draw lands here. We don't know what we're fighting against, and if we're fighting against like a burn deck or a prowess deck, keeping 2 of these draw lands is gonna be really bad. Oh, neat. Okay. Non-land. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's put down this Dragon Rage Channeler. Oh, Street Wraith. So this is probably Death Shadow, because they're cycling the Street Wraith during my turn. If they were one of the food decks with Asmo, they would cycle on their own turn. Oh, okay, no, this is something completely different. This is Living End. Okay, so they do have their land. They're looking for one more land at this point. Unfortunately, our Dragon Rage Channeler is not a prowess creature, but we can still try to get it up to a 3/3 and smack them for 9. We're going to have a bunch of Delirium triggers here. So let's just go get Basic Mountain, Manamorphose red. So we're looking for sorceries, artifacts. Okay, phew. Is that not a counterspell? They can't really do counterspells because of what their deck is entailing. Okay, perfect. Put that in the graveyard. It's one of the things I was looking for. So we got creature, instant, and land. We're looking for sorcery or artifact. Go red. Okay, play Manamorphose. Put that into the graveyard. Could have Mystical Dispute. Not anymore. Go red for the 2 lightning bolts. Get a Swiftspear here. I kind of would rather just play Swiftspear rather than the other lightning bolt, I think. We're going to get quite a bit of damage out of the Swiftspear. On the other hand, actually, it might be better to keep the Swiftspear in hand, because they'll probably like... no, because they'll have blockers. So it would be better to keep the lightning bolt in hand as an extra source of damage, as reach. Okay, we'll play the Swiftspear. We got one more lightning bolt here to try and find sorcery or artifact. We find creature. Unfortunate. Do we want to keep this creature on top, though? Probably not, right? We're just going to be looking for like more bolts. Unfortunate that we didn't get the Rage Channeler to trigger there. We had a ton of spells. And we just put them down to 5. So we have 1 bolt in the hand to put them down to 2. I'm expecting the cascade here, but no, they're passing. Oh, that's really good news for us. Dragon Rage Channeler again. Actually, I don't mind playing that to get the extra Surveil. Instant speed. Yeah, they could. They have green-red. And then they could just set it up so that they... Okay, so we attack, and then we can play Dragon Rage Channeler because they'll have to stop our attack. They go to 4. So yeah, there's the Violent Outburst. We do get a couple of creatures here. So we'll have some blockers. Do we Lightning Bolt them to 1 here? It means they don't have any counter magic up right now. But it also means that they'll know they're at 1 life. So let's see here. That's 10, 15. And we can only block these 2. Ouch. I think we do Lightning Bolt just in case maybe this thing gets flying. And then we'll have some flyers. Ugh, gross. Graveyard. Gross. Graveyard. Just not able to trigger these things. Can't find our sorceries. If we could have found like a lava dart in there, that would have been amazing. So we do have Soul Guide Lantern in the sideboard, which we're going to be bringing in. So opponent has to be pretty careful about their combat because they're at 1 life. Any of our creatures here are lethal, and 2 of our creatures, our channelers, can actually start flying at a moment's notice. So if they attack in with all of their flying creatures, then these channelers are going to be a problem. So they can probably only attack in with... Oh, they're attacking with everything. Okay. So we have to block the 2 Street Wraiths. Actually, hold on. These things, when I was counting before, the Violent Outburst was in play. So what if they have another Violent Outburst and then just don't cast Living End? That could be like a trick. I think we just block the 2 Street Wraiths. I mean, that's really our only choice anyway. We have to actually go to blocks in order to do that. So yeah, this is our only choice and we have to do it. Because otherwise we're going to be taking 12, 15. I mean, we could go to 1 here and leave 1 thing back, but it seems pretty poor. This way we survive Violent Outburst. And if they don't have an answer to Dragon Rage Channeler, they die on the crackback. Kind of surprised they didn't at least leave one flyer back here, because I don't think they were going to deal lethal damage. Then again, with all those cards in hand, like, they might have actually been trying to kill us with Violent Outburst here. Ah, Shardless Agent. Okay, so that is a blocker. And they can choose not to cast Living End. Now, if we get an artifact or a sorcery, we win. Okay, we're going to draw a card here with Sunbaked Canyon. Come on, anything. Mishra's Bauble, perfect. We win. Oh, come on, not even going to let me see the card? I targeted you with Mishra's Bauble. I wanted to see what was on your deck. Alright, cool, we win. Let's bring in Soul Guide Lantern. And what are we taking out here? Mutagenic Growth is an option. I generally lean towards Mutagenic Growth if the opponent isn't playing Lightning Bolt. Very close game. Very, very close. And I find that a lot of the time it's going to feel like a close game with this deck, unless we just run them over. Not too interested in the rest of the cards in the sideboard here. Pyromancer doesn't seem very good versus Living End. Prismatic Ending, we're not going to be able to get our Converge value up anywhere near high enough. So let's just submit with the 3 Soul Guide Lanterns. Okay, so we'll show them Lurrus. This hand looks good, we'll keep. We're going to want to start with Soul-Scar Mage, and then go Lumimancer Rage Channeler, and hope that we keep our creatures into turn 3. Now, this was a hand that maybe we were just supposed to mulligan. It seemed like a fine 7, but if the opponent's game plan works, we're just dead. So we probably were supposed to mulligan this and look for our artifact. It's just difficult to mulligan a hand that looks as great as this one, because this hand looks really good. Reckless Charge. So we could play a land, play Lumimancer Reckless Charge, get in for a bunch of damage, and then we get to hold the Dragon Rage Channeler Manamorphose. And this way we also get the opportunity to draw towards the Soul Guide Lantern. Go Mountain, Manamorphose, and we'll go red-white. We do not find it, so we'll just go Lumimancer Reckless Charge. Get in for some damage. Now, one of the other things that Rage Channeler can do for us is we could potentially just fill our graveyard with creatures. Well, I like that they're taking damage. I also don't like it, because it kind of... I'm wondering, like, are they confident here? Are they cycling the Street Race because they know that they're going to be bringing the Street Race into play? Or are they looking for something? Because, yeah, they could just be looking for petty theft here. And that kind of leads me to believe that they don't have it. Because if they had it, they just take the damage, put these cards into the graveyard, and we would be good to go. Okay, so they do have their third land, but we don't know they have the Cascade spell yet. Mishra's Bauble. Alright, so we're going to want to play the Dragon Rage Channeler before the Bauble. Okay, so that's a card we want on top. Do we have a way to draw it? No, we don't. We're just going to have to leave it on top and hope that we don't die next turn. Well, let's hope we don't die. They have a Riverwinder on top. Attack with Soul-Scar Mage. Jose's PP, thanks for the follow, friend. Play the Lumimancer. And Thoughts and Prayers. Riverwinder, drawing Riverwinder. And they're cycling the Riverwinder we saw. I mean, yes and no. They got a ton of creatures here. Wow, that's a really good sign. They are really going for it. They are digging hard. Okay, do you have it? Soul Guy Lantern, like we're drawing this so late. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. We win. Okay. Yeah, they didn't instant wipe our board. They continuously drew to it. When they fetched Shocked for another draw, that was pretty huge. Because they'd already done so much damage to themselves with the Street Raise, so they continued to invest life points, which means they only had this one last turn to find the cascading card, and obviously they didn't find it. The Soul Guy Lantern was obviously just too late here. We needed this many turns earlier because the way the opponent was playing, if they didn't have the card this turn right now, then it didn't matter. We could play Soul Guy Lantern on our turn, and then they would cascade, get rid of our board, and our Soul Guy Lantern looks stupid. Or we play the Soul Guy Lantern for a prowess trigger and win that way. I mean, we already have 4 damage on the board, so... Anyway. Single land with Lumimancer. I'm not too hyped on this hand. Opponent has Lurrus, which means many different things. I'm just really not very happy with this hand here. It looks pretty good if we get land off the top, though, and we're on the draw. I'm gonna risk it. Probably a bad hand, but we're gonna keep it. Triome, all right. Flagstones. Perilous Reach. Draw 2 cards, then sacrifice a permanent. Woo! We're in for it today. This is going to get spicy. Damn. All right, well, we got another potential draw here with Crash Through. Let's use it. Draw a land. Yes, the land. Okay, so how much damage do we have here? So this is 2. This puts it up to 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not too into that. I think we go Lightning Bolt this turn And we leave the Mutagenic Growth in case they have a Lightning Bolt to kill our Lumimancer. So we get to potentially save our Lumimancer from a removal spell. And another Lightning Bolt off the top. I'm kind of scared about casting the Manamorphose here, just because it could be easily countered. So maybe the Crash Through to start. Draw a card. Okay, we do get to draw. I'm interested in playing the Soul-Scar Mage out. I'm going to attack for 2. See if they do anything here. Because that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, they're going to gain control of target non-land permanent. So, yeah, they're taking our Lumimancer away from us. There's nothing we can do about that. When Hatching Plans is put into a graveyard, draw 3 cards. So then they can combine that with Perilous Research. 4 mana, 2 cards, draw 5. Seems pretty good. Nani? Yeah, opponents got some very interesting card choices on their side. Play a Swiftspear. We'll go to combat. We got Lava Dart to kill the Lumimancer if they try and cast a spell. Nope, okay. We'll just pass here then. Perilous Research, yep. Sacrifice Hatching Plans. So they're just going to draw 5 cards. That is pretty cool. Okay, Prismatic Ending, nothing we can do about that. And Snapcaster Mage for Prismatic Ending again. Alright, we'll Lightning Bolt the opponent, put them to 9. This Mutagenic Growth isn't looking too hot anymore. Oh man, this hand is garbage. Go red, red. Get a Swiftspear, that's a nice one. Play the Swiftspear. Kill the Snapcaster Mage. Oh, come on. They just have it all. I was really thinking we were going to get some use out of that Mutagenic Growth, but they had another path. They got like 7 cards in hand still. I mean, they did just draw 5, so that makes sense, right? And they have the fetch land, so if they want to, they can get rid of the cards from... Oh no! Oh no! It's a Miracles deck. That's what's going on. We're going to get angeled. Alright, so first thing we hit them with a Lava Dart. Put them to 8. We got a bunch of Lava Darts here and a bunch of mountains, so let's see if we can draw like a bolt or something. We do not. This is lethal in the air. I guess we could, like, Lava Dart one of them so we don't die. One, two, three, four. Put them to 4. If we put the Lurrus down, we go to 11. Then we have to double dart an Angel. And they just have Counterspell for Lurrus, I guess. Absolutely they do. Flagstone's going off. Putting the Lurrus in their hand, why not? Yeah, Lava Dart. Okay, we can concede to that. Okay, so opponent's doing some wicked control things. Let's bring in Pyromancer. Yeah, that's keep. And they have an Aether Gust on top of their library. So we know that they have an Aether Gust in hand. Ooh, uh-oh. This is going to be Prismatic Ending. Yep. Oh, that sucks. And now we have basically nothing. I guess we could crash through here. I hate using the crash through when we don't have a creature. I was originally thinking about throwing the bolt at their face there. I should have left the fetch land until the end of their turn. But they were tapped out, and I was thinking, oh, I'm going to bolt to their face while they're tapped out, put them to 12. And I thought better of it because we use prowess creatures, and we want to be able to use them. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage in hand. So they're tapping low here on their turn. With the Brainstone, I imagine they're like looking for lands or something. And we no longer know that they have Aether Gust. Oh, no lands? Well, that's a good news. So we're both struggling. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, most of the way there. Another Brainstone and another pass. Nice. So they're really struggling here. Another Manamorphose. Oops. We have a Mishra's Bauble out of the yard we'll use. Go ahead and bring that back. Cast it with Lurrus. Okay, they're going to path the Lurrus. Nothing we can really do about that. I mean, we could bolt it, but we don't have any way to get it back from the graveyard. So, bye-bye Lurrus, but we do get a little bit of value out of you with the Mishra's Bauble. They have Archmage Charm on top, which is not a land. Okay. Another dart. So these darts are like 6 damage. So we got them down to effectively 3 here. We need one more bolt. Or a creature with haste. And I think I'm just going to throw this bolt at their face. Put them down to 9 here. With the lava darts, we have plenty of ways to trigger prowess. So let's see if we can get this bolt to resolve. It does. And we get another bolt. Okay, so this is lethal. Kind of want to do it now. Nice. Well, they struggled on lands for too many turns, and we were able to capitalize, just throw a bunch of bolts and darts at their face. Lava Dart is a silly card. We're generally trying to cast and recast it for the prowess triggers, not for the 2 damage, but we'll take it. So we are on the draw here, which is definitely the harder position to be in, but the hand seems good, so we'll keep. Ooh, I like the Swiftspear there. Dragon's Rage. Next turn, Swiftspear, Dragon's Rage. Ooh, I like that quite a bit too. I'm gonna go get the Sacred Foundry here. Our life total isn't that big a deal. And we know they play Path to Exile, so we're going to want to keep the mountains in the deck. Good morning, Coolest Raven. That was a silly game. Sometimes Magic gets silly. Alright, do they got the counterspell for this, or they have something else? Nope. Just letting it resolve. So this is a bolt land. Oh, they're going to path this channeler. Yep, that makes sense. Go get the mountain. Okay, I'll cast the Bauble. Never thought I would say opponent got Brainstorm locked. It happened in Modern, exactly. Ah, the lightning bolt, huh? I like the bolt. Let's keep that on top. Let's see what you have on top of your deck. You have a Snapcaster Mage. Oh, that's a good one. They got a really good card on top. But no land. So they Cleansing Wildfire their own Triome. That's brutal. Well, I mean, we're just going to smash because they're tapped out. Like, our hand is super amazing. Into the yard with you. And this gives us prowess. We'll go red-red with this. Crash through. On top. Crash through. On top. Manamorphose. Reckless Charge. Yeah, that's fine. On top. Go red-red. Pull Chew. I'll put that into the graveyard. Reckless Charge. Into the graveyard. And Mutagenic Growth. Turn 3. We did it. Turn 3 on the draw. Opponent stumbled on lands. They had to Cleansing Wildfire one of their own lands to draw cards and just got crushed. We don't have any information on what the opponent is playing. This hand is really bad if they're playing Burn, but it's fine if they're playing almost anything else. I'm going to keep it. We're going to start with Soul-Scar Mage, and we're going to hope that they're not playing Burn or Prowess. Or any other aggressive deck. We got to play the land first. Sequencing is a thing. Okay, Watery Grave. You got the Fatal Push for us. They do have the Fatal Push immediately. Getting rid of one of our creatures. We're going to follow it up with a Lumimancer and pass back. Okay, so they pass. They could have like a counterspell or something. We're going to go Manamorphose here. They could just counterspell this. Yep, that's what I thought they might do. And we're going to Mutagenic Growth. And smash for a bunch of damage. Alright, half your life total. If they had not Manamorphose, if they had not counterspelled the Manamorphose, they would have been in a ton of trouble. Profane Tutor enter the Exile Zone. Oh, okay, cool. Does the Lava Dart kill? No, we don't have mountains. Bolt, bolt, bolt. Vantage is also not a mountain. Alright, I'm going to smack them for a bunch. And we'll put the other Lumimancer down. Okay, so we got 2 threats here. Very scary creatures. Some of the scariest 0/1s you've ever seen. What can we do with them? Not much. Okay. Actually, the Sacred Foundry was huge there. because that's going to allow us to Lava Dart now. So it turns our Clever Lumimancers from 0/1 do-nothings to 2/3s that are attacking now. So they should actually Cryptic Command, if they can, to tap down our board. Yep. And we'll pass on. So they get to cast the Profane Tutor here. What are they going to get with it? They got a Demonic Tutor. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle. They don't even have to show us what it is, because it could be anything. Ooh. Destroy each creature. Hey there, stream team. Thanks for joining us. All right, bolt off the top, please. That's not what I was looking for. So we can put Lurrus to hand, or we can draw a card. I'm going to put Lurrus to hand here. Next turn, we can go Lurrus Swiftspear. Okay, that's pretty good. So they're going to have counter magic up. And a Soul-Scar Mage, not what I was looking for. I'll get a Swiftspear. Attack you. Lava Dart you. Not yet. We wait one more step. We will do it now. Lava Dart you. And put them to 1. Yep. Okay. Plays Godless Shrine, tapped of course. 5 cards left in hand. They have Celestial Colonnade ready to block 1 creature. But they're tapping, playing As Foretold. They're going to, let's see here, 1, 2, this thing, they're not going to have enough mana for Colonnade now, I don't think. No, because it was going to cost too much. They're not going to be able to block with Colonnade here. So they need 2 removal spells. Reckless Charge, what a draw! Soul-Scar Mage. Clever Lumimancer. Reckless Charge the Lumimancer. Settle the Wreckage? Ooh, yep, could be. Oh, it looks like they got a thing. They're tapping off of Settle. Looks like they're going to maybe... Oh, no, just draw 2 cards. Okay. That's a good... that's really good for us. They're looking to draw cards here. Yep. I was thinking like they could have potentially taken a creature, which would have given them a blocker, and then they would have only needed to hit 1 more thing, like 1 removal spell from there. Cryptic Tap would have also been fine there. They had a lot of options, but they just didn't have the thing they needed. So we're going to bring in our Pyromancers and take out some of our Mutagenic Growths. It does seem that it kind of suspect. They should have definitely had some removal, but they needed quite a bit, right? The one removal spell would not have done the job. But one removal spell plus the Archmage Charm, I think, would have. So yeah, it's it is what it is. We're gonna keep this. We got 3 crash through to draw more cards, and we have a creature. So this hand seems fine to me. Draw a creature off the top, maybe. No, not this time. Swiftspear and attack. Godless Shrine tapped, I like that. So we're going to get in for some damage here. And we get a Lumimancer, I like that. They don't have Counterspell magic up. I think we're just going to crash through and then play Lumimancer. Oh, I like that. And yeah, just a Watery Grave tap. So they haven't done anything yet. We're on turn 3. Opponent has done nothing. This should be their big turn. They got to do something big this turn right now. Or during my turn. They just concede. Okay, opponent, your deck is too slow. I'm sorry, Johnny. We got a 1-land hand. Not a huge fan of it. We got the Bauble to redraw. I'm going to risk it. Because we're on the... Oh, man. I'm going to risk it. But, like, not a great hand. Okay, opponent is mulliganing heavily here. They've mulliganed to 5. So, who knows? Maybe our one-lander will do some good. Let's keep the Mutagenic Growth in hand for now. We don't know what they're playing. If we can save the Swiftspear from a Lightning Bolt, that could be huge. Let's get a little bit of information here. Prismatic Vista tells us almost nothing. What decks play Prismatic Vista? I think Heliod Combo plays it. I think there's a couple decks that play that. Not too many, though. I'm going to leave the Mutagenic Growth in hand for at least a turn. Another Mutagenic. Okay, yeah, we're going to be going in on these Mutagenics this turn. Land, oh yeah! This is going to be some big damage this turn. Go red, red. I had a Lightning Bolt, nice. Okay, so Lightning Bolt and Reckless Charge are each worth 4. Lava Dart is also worth 4, but costs me a mountain. So let's use the Lightning Bolt and Reckless Charge here. Okay, that's 7, and is this Xaxes? I don't think so, right? 7 and 6. No. Because we don't get as much power and toughness out of the Swiftspear as we do out of the Lumimancer. Mutagenic Growth is only for 3, not for 4. But still really good, and the Lava Dart is lethal next turn. Just by itself. How do you feel about that Prismatic Vista? Ah, okay. I see what's going on. Boop. Boop your snoot with a Lava Dart. Another turn 3. Okay, so we know we're playing against Enchantress. So Prismatic Ending seems okay. And that's probably the only card we really want. We could bring in Kozilek's Return. That kills their creatures too, right? All right, we're going to go with this. 3 Prismatic Endings and a Kozilek's Return. I believe Kozilek's Return kills most of their creatures, so that could be pretty sweet if we get that to resolve. Yeah, this hand looks like a keeper. Play the Lumimancer, second turn Manamorphose. Abundant Growth, sure. And a Lava Dart, not bad, not bad. So we play the Vantage, we play the Lumimancer here, I think. I kind of want to keep the Bauble in hand so we can get an extra trigger off the Rage Channeler, but that also means that we just don't draw a card for a turn. And I don't know that, I don't know, it's close, honestly. I think I want to get that Dragon Rage Channeler out, so we're going to wait on the Bauble, get the extra trigger out of it so we can improve our draws. Okay, so there's the Sanctum Weaver. And we get another Lumimancer. Okay. So I kind of like going Dragon Rage Channeler, Lumimancer, and then going ham next turn. And I'm going to want to play the Mishra's Bauble as part of that. So we get land. We're on turn 2. I want to put that land into the graveyard because then we have artifact land and we have instant sorcery here, so we're already pretty much got the Rage Channeler ready to go. Into the graveyard. We'll attack with Lumimancer. If they block, we'll Lava Dart. Otherwise, we'll play Lumimancer. They're not going to block. And we'll activate the Bauble, see what they have on top. They have a forest. Okay, go ahead. Soul-Scar Mage, kind of meh. Oh my. That's a cool one. Is that standard in these lists? I haven't seen this yet. Okay, now they got some blockers. Prismatic Ending can kill one of these creatures, kind of meh. Okay, so that's just a standard card in the list? Good to know. I mean, it seems great. 3 mana Enchantress, right? And not really something we can use Prismatic Ending on. But we could use Prismatic Ending on one of these Weavers to get rid of a blocker. And that will get us to Dragon Rage Channeler. So let's start out with Manamorphose and see what's on top. And then we can choose our colors. Do we hit land? We do hit land. I would like that land, please, on top. Okay, and then we go probably red. because we can get white mana with the land we're pulling up. Oh no, we should go red-white so we don't lose the life, because we can just go get basic mountain. Alright, so we can dart one Weaver out of the way, and then Prismatic Ending the other Weaver. We can Prismatic Ending this thing here. Get some more triggers. What's on top? Let's put that into the graveyard. Nice. Okay, so that's 8, 11, and the Lava Dart, I think, seals it if they don't block. And maybe even if they do, they don't. So, okay, great. Smash you. Geez, I sure hope this is lethal. Yup. Sure is. Another turn 3 victory with the deck. Putting us up 4-0. So I'm not too happy with this hand here. We have no creatures. Looks like our opponent is starting with 7. I think I'm going to mulligan this. I mean, what are we going to do with this hand, honestly? We need creatures. This is way better. Keep this, get rid of a land. We'll get rid of probably one of the Sunbaked here. We got one to spare. And this way we have 2 mountains. Steam Vents. Yeah, okay. I guess they're not playing the food deck that we took a look at that they had 5-0'd with recently. Probably just going to play the Sacred Foundry here, Soul-Scar Mage pass. Leave the Mishra's Bauble in hand in case we can get a prowess trigger off of it. But I'm only going to sandbag it for 1 turn. Because this Steam Vents here could easily be a Lightning Bolt, and it is. So we're going to want to get that value from the Mishra's Bauble. I was fine potentially waiting, to potentially get the 1 damage out of it, but I'm not going to wait any longer than that. Okay, we got Jeskai colors. Okay, well, I mean, I definitely appreciate the untapped land go. We'll go get a basic Mountain and play Soul-Scar Mage and Lumimancer. Okay, I'm almost wondering if I should actually hold on to the Bauble for 1 more turn. I don't think so. We need that card. We miss out on the prowess trigger, but we get the card. We also get a little bit of information. What do you have on top of your deck? You have an Archmage Charm. That is not good for us. They can just go ahead and take the Soul-Scar Mage away. Watery Grave tapped. Okay, so they're not too interested in that. They're just going to... Oh, they're going to play a Sprite Dragon. All right, well, we will kill that. Or try to. Lumimancer, sure. Bolt the Sprite. Do not want to leave that on the battlefield if we have any choice in the matter. They could have a Force of Negation here. but that would still get rid of 2 cards out of their hand, putting them to 1 card left. We would be fine with that trade. I put the Lurrus down here so I remember that I have access to it. It is Force of Negation. Getting rid of another Sprite Dragon. So they have Archmage Charm in hand. They get to keep their Sprite Dragon. This is pretty bad for us. What are they drawing? They're drawing a Dragon Rage Channeler. Thought that was our card. So actually, if they take our Prowess creatures, they're going to be pretty good for them. Especially as blockers. Alright, so not an easy position here, but we do have access to Lurrus, so maybe we'll be able to get them to move in on one of our creatures here, and then we can play Lurrus and start getting value. We'll see what happens. But we're going to have to find some sort of plan for victory here, because it looks like opponent is in a really good position. Lightning Bolt. Okay, so if they try to steal one of our creatures, we can bolt the Sprite Dragon in response. I like that. And they should do it in the beginning of combat step if they're going to steal a creature from us, before we have an opportunity to attack. Okay, they're not going to steal. They're going to counter. So we're just going to deal 2 damage. They're going to draw cards and we'll kill their creature. Okay, so we know they have a Dragon Rage Channeler and 3 unknowns. Archmage Charm doing some work. Still, we got 3 creatures on board here, so they got to be scared of that. And if their answers are 1 for 1, we'll see. So let's see here. They have instant, creature, and artifact. So land gets them Delirium. Sorcery would get them Delirium. No, they put a Spell Pierce down, so they don't find it. Because it's just instant and creature so far. Oh, okay, it's a land, but not a fetch land. And they put Lurrus to hand. Okay. So we have a turn ahead of us here. Let's see what we draw. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. I mean, that does trigger a couple of our creatures here, and we can put the Lurrus to hand. Let's take a look at what's our top card. Maybe we want to draw it with the Sunbaked Canyon. What do we have on top? Crash Through. Interesting. Okay. So we crash through. This goes up to 6, 7, 8. Put them to 3. But we also lose out on cards that way. It's pretty close. I kind of like it. We get to keep up pressure this way, do a bunch of damage. I'm going to draw the Crash Through. Maybe we draw a land with it, who knows? Oh, a Lava Dart? That's going to be so good. Smash for 8. It has trample, so there's no reason to block here. Blocks are bad. Don't block. I mean, do block, but don't block. I guess the reason to block here would put them to 3, right? Whereas the Lava Dart here is lethal. No, because that's 8, puts them to 3. So the block would put them to 4, which is also quite good. Means that they wouldn't die to a bolt. So yeah, I could see the block, but I don't think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to just take it, go to 3. Oh, that's pretty tough though. Like, opponent's in a really tough position. Okay, they're just going to take the damage. Dragon Rage Channeler. One of our very own. So we could play the DRC, then Lava Dart, and start looking for darts. Plays a land, 3 unknowns. Fetch land is good for us, puts them to 2. This looks like Lurrus, leaving them with 1 mana, potentially 2, but they got to pay life for the Rainforest if they want to use it. Okay, Mishra's Bauble. And they do actually have access to the Dragon Rage Channeler's Delirium, but they're not going to want to use it yet. If they activate the Dragon Rage Channeler, they have to attack, meaning it cannot block. So they got to be careful about the DRC here. They're going to want to keep that back as a blocker, I'm pretty sure, along with the Lurrus. And a Swiftspear, what a draw. El Rodeo-san, what's up? Thanks for joining us. We're just coming to the end of this game here. I think I'll just try and Lava Dart the Lurrus, see how that works out. If we can get it off the battlefield, that would be ideal, because then they have no lifelink. What is this? Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Delirium Unholy Heat deals 6 damage instead. Oh, neat. That's a cool card. Yeah, that works. They put land. So yeah, their Dragon Rage Channeler's a 3/3 now. Still think we have this game, and they concede. Okay. So we're playing against a control deck. So we're going to want to bring in the Pyromancers. So they have Dragon Rage Channeler, Sprite Dragon, and Lurrus. So Prismatic Ending might actually have a place, as well as Firewalker. Firewalker's kind of interesting. It looked like quite a bit of their removal was red, as well as their creatures. Oh man, this is actually a tough position because we don't want to sideboard too heavily. So I'm wondering what cards we even want to bring in out of the sideboard. Like, I don't mind bringing in the Pyros. Pyros seem pretty good in this matchup. Not sure. Like, the Prismatic Endings could be really good against one of their dragons if they get to be too big that I can't bolt them anymore. Alright, let's head back into the game. Was just checking to see who was on the play for game 1. It was our opponent. So they get to play twice in a row. Sure. I definitely want to keep this. And opponent is keeping 7 as well. Okay, Spire Bluff and Ragavan. Why aren't we playing Ragavan? I think I'm just going to kill it. Let's not give them the opportunity to make mana. We play a creature, they just bolt it, and then they get to do Ragavan stuff. Ragavan looks like it would be super good. Is this Ragavan too? Dragon Rage Channeler. I think, yeah, we're going to want to change our sideboard if we go to a game 3. Hey, Mr. Tatey, thanks for the raid, friend. Thank you very much. How did your stream go? What were you playing? All 3-2. Well, you're making your play points back. You get to keep on playing. That's a good thing. When I started the stream, I actually went 0-3 with this deck to start. Okay, so they got a whole bunch of mana up here. They're looking to counter our stuff. It was another dimension. Do we target ourselves with this? We don't really have any way to make the draw. I think we just wait, because they're going to fetch with this Misty Rainforest anyway. Kind of want a Reckless Charge here. It'd be pretty cool if we just wait for Reckless Charge so we can put it onto a Pyromancer. Because if we Reckless Charge here, I guess they're going to almost guaranteed block. They could just have the removal spell for it. Alright, well thank you very much for the raid, and catch you later. Let's go in. This deck is about being aggressive. Let's get aggressive. Well, I like that the prowess triggers are resolving. Leads me to believe they don't have a lightning bolt in store for us. Would you like to take 10 damage, or would you like to block? Hollowed Fountain tapped. I like the look of that. What do you got? Oh, Aether Gust. Good one. We'll put that on the bottom. And we'll take a look at what they have on top. They have, oh no! They have engineered explosives. That's bad news. Yeah, we're definitely changing the sideboard up quite a bit for game 3 if we go that far. Engineered explosives is quite a beating here. I guess they do have to get rid of their own rage channeler to do it. So they're kind of 2 for 2ing in that sense, which is fine. And our cards are basically equal now, so I guess this isn't too big a deal. Oh, they just bin a counterspell? And attack. Almost certainly going to want to attack here, because they're going to want to use the engineered explosives this turn. Alright, land off the top, please. No luck. Alright, we're going to attack and then play Pyro. Wow, they let us do the damage. They could just have counterspell here for the Pyro? Yep, okay. Okay, so they're going to be able to smack us for 3 with the Rage Channeler, and then activate the explosives, taking away our Swiftspears. Ooh, Sprite Dragon, okay. Continuing to put stuff on the board here, makes sense. Smack for 4. Manamorphose. I think we just want to go Pyromancer after the attack here. Oh, they're just going to keep taking the damage because we're not presenting lethal. Hopefully we aren't dead here. I don't think we're dead. Could have definitely done something different there. Could have went for, like, Manamorphose. Okay, they're actually doing it now. Okay. So they got rid of our Swiftspears with that, but they also got rid of their Dragon Rage Channeler. Ooh, Unholy Heat, killing our Pyromancer and putting a counter on the Sprite Dragon. But they only have 1 card left in hand. So if it's not a counterspell, we're going to be able to Lightning Bolt that Sprite. Ooh, and they're playing it. Okay, no, they're tapping out, though. Okay, so we can definitely kill the Sprite Dragon. Let's do that. They do have Lurrus, but they don't have the mana to cast it yet. Looks like they're passing. Wooded Foothills gets us to Lurrus. So I just want to attack here because I don't know if they had, like, Archmage Charm or something to just, like, take my creature or counter something. But now that they're trying to kill our Soul-Scar Mage here, I'm actually interested in Manamorphose to try and save it. Double Manamorphose will make this a 3/4. Oh, we get the Lava Dart. Lucky us. There's going to be so much damage. I mean, it's lethal. Do you have an answer? This will kill you. Yup. Move phase. No, they have something. Snapcaster Mage to block? Sure. I guess they can actually bolt it. They can bolt it and it'll die. What a game. Oh yeah, that works too. Sure. Oops, hold on, cancel. I almost hit the wrong button. I do want to cast the Soul-Scar Mage here. So let's go get Basic Mountain and Soul-Scar Mage. I was a little bit worried about my life total there, but maybe I should have gotten the Sacred Foundry so that we would have the double white for Lurrus. We know opponent has Lurrus in hand, but they don't have the double white or white-black to cast it. Which one did they look at? They looked at us, so they know what we have on top. Lumimancer. Okay. I mean, we'll play the Lumimancer, and do we attack with Soul-Scar Mage? I don't think we do. I think we probably hold it back. Then again, if they put down Lurrus, they can just go get Engineered Explosives for 1, and that seems quite poor, so I think we do actually attack. In Roku, thanks for the follow, friend. Because of how good Engineered Explosives plus Lurrus is, that's why I'm attacking. Juan Matt, thanks for the follow, friend. Oh, another Snapcaster? And they have the Bolt to kill the Lumimancer. Okay. So it looks like we are going to be going to a game 3, I think. Oh, this was such a good game. The back and forth has been intense. Oh, don't like the Arid Mesa here. We can put ourselves to 5 so that we can at least get the Lurrus in hand. Oops, yeah, that's fine. But this could just mean death. If they have almost anything. No bolt, that's a good sign. This will put us to 3. And there's the bolt. GG. Okay. So yeah, I want to change what we're doing here. I want to bring in the Firewalker. And I want to bring in the Prismatic Endings. Take out the charge. Take out some of these 1-drops. Only 2 Firewalkers, and 1 more card has to come out. Take out 1 of the endings. We'll have 3 endings. Okay, so we got the Kor Firewalkers, which are going to be good against most of their removal. Pyromancer, which is good because they're control deck. Prismatic Ending hits quite a few other things, including, very importantly, Engineered Explosives. Dollar Cutie has to go. Good luck for the rest. Maybe you can whisper me result or check the VOD. See you next time. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Dollar Cutie. And, yeah. I'll send you a whisper when I'm done, if I remember. I think we're good here. We're going to submit. Definitely want to play. What do we got? What do we got? Not great, good enough, barely. All right, so this is the last game of our league, last game of the stream. Let's see what we can do with it. Oh, another land. Probably just end up putting Lurrus to hand next turn, depending on what we draw. Looks like they're holding up counter magic. Oh, the Swiftspear, though? Aether Gust. Do I want that? Probably better than just a random land. We'll put that on top. Kind of thinking about playing Swiftspear Dragon Rage Channeler this turn instead of the Lurrus, because they're going to be like holding up counter magic for Lurrus right now. Getting in for damage. Okay, they're stealing our channeler. Yup. No blocks. We're going to want to draw a card here. Lava Dart. Yeah, okay. Oh, and Pyromancer? Nice. Oh, looks like they got the counterspell for this. Oh, maybe they're letting it resolve? No. Thinking better of their mana. Okay, we're going to respond by lava darting the Rage Channeler so they can't give it Delirium in response. Or at least that's the hope. I guess worst case, we could hit it with Prismatic Ending. All right, we got it. What do they got on top? You want to throw it away or you want to keep it? You want to throw it away. Ooh, they throw away the Aether Gust. Okay. I mean, Aether Gust doesn't do much against Lurrus, so that's fair. We're going to keep the Lava Dart exactly where it is. I'd like to have 4 mana for the Lurrus, so that we can play Lurrus, and I mean, if we get another land off the top, we could play Lurrus into Pyromancer, and that would be perfect. Of course, we are having to play through counter magic, and opponent does have a lot of it. A pair of Archmage Charms and a pair of Aether Gusts so far. Although this one here was thrown into the graveyard by our channeler. Okay, 4 mana up. We're just going to want to start with an attack. They take the 1. Now the question is, do I play Lurrus into the potential Cryptic Command here? I think I do, right? Then again, like if they had anything, or if they didn't have something really good here, they would have put the Lurrus to hand, right? Oh, that's a tough situation. Do I put the Lurrus down into a potential counterspell? I'm going to try. Oh, they have it. Okay. Are you on the edge of your seat, chat? Are we going to make it? Are we going to be able to find a way through this? These 2 Prismatic Endings rotting in our hand aren't looking too good right now. I swear, opponent deck has a ton of creatures in it. That's true, they cannot cast the Lurrus. Again, they're missing on mana. The Fiery Islet does get us 3 colors for Prismatic Ending, but we want to draw cards. Lightning Bolt, sure. Snapcaster Mage. Oh, they can target the Lightning Bolt here. Get rid of our Swiftspear. Seems pretty good. Oh, they're going for the Gust instead. Putting the Swiftspear on top of our library? Why wouldn't you just get the Lightning Bolt and kill our dude? Maybe they can't guarantee that our creature's going to die. We do have the Lava Darts, so yeah, they wouldn't be able to guarantee its death. Okay, that makes sense. Top. Swiftspear is better than a random card. And we have the Lava Dart to clear the way. Although we might just use Prismatic Ending. Yeah, I think we just use Prismatic Ending here. We have the mana for it. Okay, so they try and Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt back. Lava Dart you. No, stop casting spells. Got an island. So they still don't have the colors for Lurrus. But we also aren't going to be able to end Lurrus because we lost our only blue land here. Yeah, it's totally fine. Let's see here. We got Mountain and Sunbaked Canyon. Oh no. The Snapcaster Mage. And they can target Archmage Charm, draw 2 cards. You want to fetch Shock with that Delta, right? Definitely fetch Shock. Engineer Explosives on 1. So we'll have to get rid of that with a Prismatic Ending. And put Lurrus to hand. Manamorphose. Awkward. Crash through. These would be good if we had creatures. As is, not so great. Now we got the bolt. So we could bolt them. That Lurrus, though, is going to be quite the pain. Probably have to leave the bolt for the Lurrus so that they can't gain value out of it. But I also think we should probably just wait to see if we draw a Lightning Bolt off the top. Because they put themselves to 6 here in order to get the Watery Grave to cast the Lurrus. Fortunately, they don't have any Snapcaster Mages because we exiled them. Mishra's Bauble, targeting themselves. Uh-oh, Ragavan. They don't have too much time left. Good point. We probably let the Ragavan go and kill the Lurrus. So in that case, I think we just pass, let this happen. Oh, look at that. They got a Mishra's Bauble. They look at me. This thing gets dashed, and we're just going to untap. Manamorphose, we'll cast it. Oh, I like that they go to 5 here. Oh, they're keeping up blue-blue for counterspell. Okay, so we got to bolt the Lurrus. Because they would be able to attack with the Lurrus and start gaining life. But they do have a pretty good clock here in Ragavan. They're going to be able to put that down turn after turn. Although Engineered Explosives isn't looking too good right now. But yeah, they're going to be able to pull cards off the top of my deck every turn with Ragavan. They can cast them quite easily. Oh no, seriously? That's the one that you pull off the top? Well, GG. That's the card I needed. That would have won us the game. But as is, I'm pretty sure we've lost. Well, let's make sure that they can finish us in the time they have. But I think it's only like 2 hits. Yeah, it's only 2 combats. They should be able to do that in 3 minutes. Yeah, better to be lucky. Oh man, that Kor Firewalker off the top, gaining life when they cast red spells too. We were close. And we draw Inspiring Vantage. Okay, it wasn't meant to be. We had a really good run though. Really good run. Yeah, and they're going to be able to finish us off before their clock goes. They've got 2 minutes to get one more combat step in. Should be no problem for them. Oh, they can even play the Soul-Scar Mage, gain another life. Oh, another Dragon Rage Channeler, why not? Gain another life. The life gain there is actually pretty huge. And Lava Dart. Womp womp. Good games. Almost made it to the trophy, but 4-1 is respectable. And I think that that last match was really exciting as well. So, unfortunate that we didn't get the trophy, but I think that was some quality Magic, and I hope that all of you enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed playing it. I really enjoyed the Boros Blitz when we were first playing with Lumimancer and Lightscribe, and getting the Dragon's Rage Channeler definitely felt like an upgrade. Being able to surveil as we're casting our prowess spells means that we're going to be setting up the top of our deck, so we're always going to be drawing gas, which has been excellent, especially when we're casting cards like Manamorphose or Crash Through, so we can actually see like, hey, we're going to be drawing this card. No, I don't want that one. We're going to be drawing this card. Yes, I would like another Lightning Bolt. The Young Pyromancers out of the board were also very interesting versus various decks. I like that it was basically acting as an army in a can. Most of the time, 2 for 1 or better. And then the Prismatic Endings are very interesting cards, being very, very flexible. And then also, like, last game, they're exiling the Snapcaster Mages so that they couldn't come back with the Lurrus. It was actually a pretty big game. We weren't able to capitalize on it, but I think that it was still pretty important in the game.